Hi everybody! We are going to start today's lesson by doing a bit of handwriting. So, in your packs you should have a sheet that looks like this and is called guidelines. On this piece of paper, this is a special piece of paper, because if you can see here, it's got dotty lines in the middle of the lines, and that's going to help us to practice our letters, okay? Because some letters go high, don't they? Some go high, some go low. So we're going to go through those letters now to help us practice. And those dotted lines are going to help keep our letters the perfect shape. Okay, so grab that piece of paper and a pencil and you can be back ready with me now. So you don't need to write this on your sheet. I'm just going to talk through what we've got here. So here it says, some letters are small. So for the small letters, I've coloured in the middle line between the two zigzags. So that means that our small letters need to stay between those dotty lines in the yellow. Okay, here, some letters are tall. So you can see here, I've not coloured in the middle part, but some go above that top dotty line. There are tall letters. And then for this one here, it says some letters fall. I've not coloured the top, not coloured the middle. I've coloured the bottom because they go underneath the bottom dotted line. Okay, so we're going to have a go writing some of our letters now and seeing if they are small, tall, or if they fall. So we're going to go through the alphabet and we're going to see which letters are small, which ones are tall, and which ones fall. Okay, so let's start off. So the first letter of our alphabet is the letter A, and that is a small letter. So that stays inside the dotted lines and in the yellow. The second letter is B, and that's a tall letter. Starts up here. B. Good. C. D. E, F, and an F's a funny one because it's up here. You can write it a few different ways. F, G, so we have our first letter that falls. H, tall letter. I, J, my favourite sound. K, another tall. L, M, N, O, P, we're having a full P. Q, another full. R, S, T, I wonder if T will be our last tall letter. U, V, W, X, Y, it's a full, and Z. And there we go. And we have our whole alphabet worth of letters there. And we can see there's more smalls than there is anything else. But all our small letters, they stay on that yellow line, don't they, in between the dotty lines. Our tall letters, they have bits that go above the dotted lines. So B, D, F, H, K, L, and T. And our letters that fall, so G, J, P, Q, and Y, have bits that go under the dotty lines and these are the bits that fall and into the yellow. Okay, what I want you to do now is I want you to have a go at writing your letters and making sure that if it's a small letter, it stays small within the dotted lines. If it's a tall letter, that it goes above the dotted line. It has a tall part that goes into above the dotted line into the yellow. And if it's a letter that falls, I want you to make sure it has a part of the letter that falls underneath the bottom dotted line and what would be the yellow on my page. Once you've done that, have a go at writing your name and see how many small, tall and full letters you have. Remember, a capital letter needs to go at the beginning of your name, and that'll be a tall letter. And maybe you could write a sentence as well, and showcasing your amazing handwriting and all your small, tall and full letters. Well done for doing some fabulous handwriting. I'm sure it's looking very smart. I'd love for you to show me this later on. That'd be amazing. So what we're doing in this part of the lesson is we're going to do a bit of drama. So we are going to be acting out and pretending that we are the characters from Toys in Space. So we have octopies here. We have the resourceful pink horse, the the helpful wind-up robot, the strong little cowboy, a brave small sheep, a thoughtful green dinosaur, a clever blue rabbit, and the Wonder Doll. And what I want you to do for today's lesson is, you can see above the Hotspies here, we have a speech bubble. This is a speech bubble. That means that the Hotspies is saying something. What I want you to do is, I want you to pretend to be one of these characters, or have a go at pretending to be a couple of the characters, and I want you to think of what they might be saying. So, if you were the Hotspies, for example, you might be saying, "Oh, could someone please help me find my lost toy Cuddles?" Or if you were the green dinosaur, you could be saying, "Help me, I'm really scared." Okay, what I want you to do is, I want you to have a go at thinking of some speech and acting it out for each of these characters. So that each one think of something that they might be saying and say what they would be saying. If you've got a few people at home with you, you could get them to pretend to be one of the characters and you could be a different character. So one of you could be the pink horse, one of you could be the Wonder Doll, and you could pretend to have a conversation between each other. So the Wonder Doll says something, and then the person who's the horse says something. Goes back to the Wonder Doll, back to the horse, back to the Wonder Doll, back to the horse. So you have a conversation pretending to be those characters. Okay, what we're going to do this afternoon is, on our Zoom meeting, we'll have a go at pretending to be these characters and have a conversation with me. I'll pretend to be a character and you can pretend to be a character. Okay, so getting some good practice, think of what they might be saying throughout the story, or anything that you might think they might be saying that's not in the story. Use your imagination, that would be amazing. Okay, and think of what each of these characters will be saying. Have fun. Bye-bye.